Hi, I'm Danny.
Hi, I'm Mel, and we're the Sheehan sisters. Thank you so much for hanging out with us once again. Grab your coffee, your tea, your snacks, whatever you need to relax and chill, because today we're doing another Millennials check-on.
If you haven't seen this series yet, we are the Millennials and we like to check on some childhood icons that we grew up with. Some of them just so happen to be millennials like us, so we've just seemed to been getting lucky that they're in our age bracket. So millennials checking on millennials, but that may not be the case in the future. However, today we are checking on Frankie Muniz, and he is an icon from a popular show called Malcolm in the Middle. I personally didn't keep up with that show. What about you, Mel?
I watched that show. I liked it. I love sitcoms, so that was definitely something I used to watch a lot. And I hear they're rebooting it, so I hope they do well because usually reboots are a disaster.
Is that confirmed? Because I did see Bryan Cranston talking about it, of it being a possibility.
I don't know, if I don't have the sources to know if it's confirmed.
I do love Bryan Cranston as well. I personally love Frankie Muniz from Big Fat Liars. So if you haven't seen our Amanda Bynes Millennials check on, we checked in on her, who is also in that movie. So, just bringing it all full circle.
Yes. I think my favorite movie of his was Agent Cody Banks. That one. I think Lizzie McGuire's in that. No, wait. I said Lizzie McGuire. That's not her name. Hilary Duff.
Okay, say it again.
Why? I was gonna leave that in.
Okay, leave it in.
We're leaving it in. That's what she was known for, Lizzie McGuire at the time, so that's why I'm like, Lizzie McGuire. Oh my god. Anyway, I definitely had a crush on him too. Did you?
I don't know, maybe, but you're throwing it back because I do remember liking that movie as well. And just a quick nod to Hilary Duff. I'm sorry, you'll forever be Lizzie McGuire. Just like Miley Cyrus is forever Hannah Montana and Jennifer Aniston is Rachel Green. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, they're just forever their characters. I know you hate us for that.
They're icons though.
Icons.
All right, should we get into this interview? Wait, we didn't even say what interview, what we're reacting to.
So let us get back on track to the point of this video. We are watching a video from a video. Wow. Am I in the 1990s checking out a Blockbuster video?
Is it not a video though?
It is a video. It is a video.
Okay, one time at work I had headphones on and this person, I don't know what they said, and I was like, oh, if you see me laughing, it's because I'm listening to a video. And they're like, you mean a podcast? And I was like, oh my god.
No, it is a video. I don't know why I just thought I said something ancient.
No, but I get it.
It's a YouTube video. We are watching this interview from Access Hollywood. This series they have is called Behind the Easel. So it looks like Frankie will be painting. Mel and I debated if we wanted to paint as well as we watch this, but we're like, you know what, maybe that's doing too much. We do want to do a painting video because if you didn't know, we're artists. So check out some of our work. We'll have the link in the description. But without further ado, let us check in on Frankie Muniz.
I'm saying the answers, I'm like, I don't think that's true. I think I'm just nervous for this painting because I'm so bad at painting.
It's actually looking good.
I'm Frankie Muniz, and this is Behind the Easel. I will be painting what I envision the future to look like. I'm not a painter.
I'm not a painter.
So we'll see if it comes across what's in my head.
Do you have a desire that remains unfulfilled because of your non-existent competence?
Renner develops an AI to be a self-help tool, and in turn, he programs his mother in the AI. That doesn't go so well for him. Am I supposed to be painting right now? Shoot, I'm already behind. Start the clock over. You know, one interesting thing about this movie is it goes in a pretty dark place. I remember filming the movie, and obviously I can't necessarily relate with the character, but it brought out so many emotions in me while we were filming that I had a hard time differentiating what was real and what was the movie. It was pulling things out of me, and it made me think of things I have never thought of. It really worked well for the movie, I think. It was a weird thing for me as an actor, because I'm not that type of method actor who gets into a role. I'm not painting. No, I'll just kind of get there and I can say the words and they say cut and I'm back to just being me. But this was I don't know, it was a very interesting experience and I'm thrilled with how it turned out. It's awful. I'm shaking right now. What is that? It's not working out so well so far. Like, I can't not talk with my hands. I haven't seen Craig, oh man, in probably since 2006. So really cool. You know, there's only 4 actors physically in the movie, and then, you know, the voice. So the fact that he was there, it was just so cool. It was cool to catch up, and we're doing a Malcolm reunion, so I'll be seeing him again, which is pretty exciting. I can't do 2 things at once. This is what this is teaching me. Painting horribly, and I'm answering the questions guy. This is like a fail for me, 100%. This is not what I envisioned.
This is exactly why we were not painting during this video, because we would have to react, listen to what he's saying, talk to you guys, and paint, and that's too much. That's overwhelming. So I completely understand. He's under even more pressure because he has people watching him while he's doing this.
I just don't think I can do it. I cannot paint live. I wouldn't choose that as an option to paint during an interview because it's either one or the other. Like, I get too hyper focused when I'm painting and when I'm creating art to the point where it's either I'm focused on filming or I'm focused on my art, and we've tried multiple times to incorporate the two. However, that doesn't deter me from keep on trying. I'm glad you brought up Malcolm in the Middle. So it looks like they've confirmed a reunion. So maybe that'll lead to the reboots.
I'm here for it. If it's just a reunion, that's okay. Because like I said, sometimes the reboots get messy. I haven't heard about this movie that he's promoting. So I'm so glad that we are watching this video. The movie must be fairly recent. And it looks like his old co-star is also in it. So I don't know, it's making me want to go and check out the movie. Although I'm usually skeptical of movies that are about like AI and robots. I don't know. I feel like it's been overdone.
I was just gonna say, should we watch his movie and then react on the channel to it? I don't know, you all let us know. Whenever we check on these icons we grew up with, it seems like they aren't necessarily still getting the press like they may have in their prime. So it's just unfortunate, but we could definitely check out this movie. Hopefully more people show interest in it.
We're here to be the PR for the child stars, okay? They deserve it after all they probably went through as children. And not even probably, just working as a child is it just doesn't sound fun.
They'll never get their childhood back. They just never will. But at least he's, you know, he's reviving his inner child while he paints. So
Right.
Love that. Looks like he's painting some robots, which, like you said, is probably from the movie. So it's all connecting now, Danielle.
All right, should we get back into the interview?
Let's do it.
I'm saying the answers, I'm like, I don't think that's true. I think I'm just nervous for this painting because I'm so bad at painting.
It's actually looking good.
Can I start over? No, it's fine, I'm kidding. We started talking about doing the Malcolm reunion in 2015. Brian and I, we went to dinner one day and we were like, you know, it'd be so fun to get the gang back together, kind of see where Malcolm and his family are, right, after all these years, because like the possibilities are endless. It was left with the family saying they expected me to become president of the United States.
And then you become governor of a mid-sized state, and then you become president.
What? Of the United States. Dad.
I'm sorry, son. It's true.
And I just kind of want to see where everyone was. You know, we went to Linwood Boomer, the creator, and he was kind of like, yeah, you know, I like it, but we got to get the right people in. But Bryan Cranston really pushed it. He's the one who kind of worked on it and helped get it over the line. And so the fact that it's happening now is amazing. I'm excited that I'm going to get to work with everybody. You know, there's so many fans that are curious what Malcolm and his family are up to, and I've read the script, so I know now. I'm just excited for everyone to see them. Being on a show for so many years, and you go to leave and you're like, we're gonna write each other every day, we're gonna be pen pals for life. I moved to Arizona, you know, they go on to this project, everyone's doing their own thing, to where like, you go, wait, how's it been 5 years since we chatted? But when we do see each other, it's as if no time has passed at all. I think this is a great reset in a sense.
Who wants to make $5? I need someone to take the fall.
Oh my God.
What did you do?
I can't tell you. Yes or no, no questions asked.
Oh my God.
Make it 10.
I don't have the best memory, just the truth. When I said the thing about Malcolm, how like I watched the episodes, I didn't remember filming a lot of them. I wasn't saying like I have no memory of Malcolm. I know I was Malcolm. I have certain memories compared to this. If I said, do you remember day 183 when you were in high school, what you did and the conversations you had? You'd go, no. There's maybe some memories that pop up of good things, maybe bad things that happened, and those are your memories, but you don't remember every single thing. So I have maybe not the best memory, but it's not from like anything medical, if that makes sense. And maybe that was misconstrued in the past. I'm actively journaling, not really.
You are now a dad. Do you ever watch some of the old episodes with your son?
He's about to turn 4. Something was on the other day that I was in, and he was kind of like, Daddy, but like, it didn't make sense. I do race cars now. He sees me on TV with the racing. He only knows me as a race car driver. So I think it's gonna be weird to be like, yeah, I know that you call Daddy a race car driver, but here's what I used to do. I'm excited for him to see it. I had an extremely positive experience in the business. You know, I know a lot of child actors have negative experiences. I think that entertainment industry is hard because there's a lot of rejection in it. It's not necessarily up to you. There's probably some incredible actors out there, probably the best in the world, that will never get a chance. For him, I want him to do whatever he wants, but I'm not gonna push him into being an actor at all. It's an interesting business, and maybe not one that I wanna expose him to if I have the choice. I gotta finish this painting.
I know they're about to show man. Literally, he hit all the points we just mentioned. Guys, we did not watch this beforehand.
We're going in blind. Okay, so it looks like they are having a reboot, but maybe it's not like a full script, so it's just considered a reunion now.
Maybe it's like a movie. That's what more shows I feel like should do. Just like one final movie of like where they are now.
Now that us millennials are grown up, we're nostalgic for our childhood. So that's why you're seeing all these reboots. It's because of us. We need something to maintain some sort of hope in our heart. We're like, let's go back to when we're younger.
We refuse to let go. We're like, please no. But I love that they all want to do it. That's what I enjoy too about if there is a reboot, if everyone's down to like still be a part of it, and he's saying that he had a good experience as a child star, so that makes me happy.
Why would anyone expect for him, and not even just for him, most of us are not going to remember every single detail, especially from childhood or work. So you combine the two and it's like, well, yeah, I have like these main memories, but I'm not going to remember every single episode I filmed.
Right, and I think we spoke about this in the Jesse McCartney video also. You guys should check that out. But I think Jesse was also saying like he doesn't remember like the award shows or who was there or who won. And it's like, this is just another day for them in their lives. Like for us, we're watching these episodes and movies and award shows, and it's prominent for us. Like, oh my God, you remember this? Especially if like a crazy thing happened. But yeah, like for them, it was just like another day. Like if I was like, what were you doing January 3rd, 2004? Some of you weren't even born yet, you know? Like, but you know, for the people that were, it's like, I don't know. I have no clue what I was doing.
No, I agree. Mel knows I already have a bad memory as is. I also don't have any medical issue related to that. I mean, I'm sure you all are going to be like, we know why you have a bad memory, Danny. It's obvious.
Right, 10 years from now, we're not going to remember filming this video.
But at least we'll have it to rewatch it and it can reignite that memory.
I also think it's interesting when these stars end up having kids. Interviews are always like, well, have they seen your shows and your movies yet? But yeah, when they're so young, it's kind of hard to get them to understand what's happening.
Right, they'll understand when they're older. But we also learned something new. He's a race car driver. Let's get back into it.
It's gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of them since we filmed the movie. It would be great to catch up, but I don't know what they could do storyline-wise. I think that'd be fun. But I think it'd be cool to know where Agent Cody Banks is.
His name's Banks. Cody Banks.
As a 40-year-old who saved the world when he was 15, you've like done it all at 15, and then like what? You're just like waiting for them to call you again. If James Bond's not available, they call Agent Cody Banks as like a last resort, like kind of dad botted out Cody Banks. I think that'd be fun.
This isn't exactly what I had in mind when I signed on to the CIA.
Yeah, join the club. I didn't think I'd be shepherding teenagers.
Maybe you should try decaf.
I'm gonna do my dream job of being a race car driver mixed with my past job, which was my dream job of being an actor, but it's gonna be very busy. The people don't understand that like being a race car driver is not just like getting in the car and driving fast, right? There's so much that goes into it behind the scenes. Malcolm's gonna be working around my racing schedule, which is amazing. So we're gonna be filming from Sunday through Thursdays instead of Monday through Friday, because I race usually on Friday nights. It's gonna be busy couple weeks, but I'm excited for it. I'm extremely healthy now. I don't let it slow me down at all. As a race car driver, you have to just be committed to going 100%. I'm racing against people that it's their lives, right? They grew up starting at 5 years old as a race car driver, and that's how they're going to put food on the table type of thing. And when you're racing against people, the best in the world, that's their mindset. You've got to put yourself there as well. So I feel like I'm in the best shape of my whole life right now, honestly. I've been training like crazy and ready for the season, 100%. Oh, my son is obsessed with cars, racing. Anytime we put any race on, he's like, where's your car? Where's daddy? Where's daddy? I'm like, I'm right here. That's right. He loves it. My wife definitely isn't into the idea of him racing just from the danger aspect. But it's funny, I always thought like 5 years old, he's gonna be in a cart. I don't even like watching my son run because I'm afraid he's gonna fall and scrape his knee. So I don't think I could see him get into a car going 200 miles an hour. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what he wants to do.
So what's your painting? How are you feeling?
It's terrible. I'm not even finishing. This is what it's gonna be. One thing I do wanna say is, so I think the future of people is the fact that we are no longer going to send our actual bodies out to do anything. It's gonna be a robot, and you like basically lay in your chair, and he's sending his robot out into the world to do anything. This is my opinion. Only because I explained. Please go check out Renner in theaters now.
Okay, I need that producer in my life.
Yeah, she kept telling him how great he was doing, and I was like, okay, girl. But guys, again, we did not watch this beforehand, but obviously those are two of his biggest movies, so they're gonna mention it. But it's just funny that they're asking him about Big Fat Liar, and he's like, well, what about Agent Cody Banks? And I'm just so happy because that was my favorite, and it seems like it was his favorite too. So
I also love that they showed that, not the whole scene, but a good chunk of the scene where he
might not be able, the sound might not be there because of copyright,
but when they dyed his skin blue and turned his hair orange, they were like, we have to put at least a minute of this scene in this interview.
You know what's funny? Most shows that millennials grew up on was like kids just doing shenanigans. Like they had to do some kind of elaborate like pranks and elaborate like things and like sneaking in places. Like it's just so funny that that's that's like every storyline in the 2000s.
I think he answered the questions really well. I mean, it was a very short interview.
They got everything in there though.
They got everything in there. They did. They really did. His painting is hilarious.
I know, I'm like, maybe we should have just did a little doodle or something.
I could never. That's the problem. I really could never.
Danny it has to be perfect. She's doing Van Gogh and I'm over here doing...
I'm not Van Gogh at all.
She's such a liar. No, don't show that one. No, you have better ones than that.
Well, I did tell them that I was going to make this into an art piece in our manifestation video that is sadly not getting any traction.
20 views. Guys, go watch that video, please.
It's okay. Back to Frankie Muniz really quick. I love that they're asking about what his 5-year-old son, like, is he gonna go become a race car driver? Like, relax.
It's like, no, he's gonna enjoy his childhood right now because I didn't.
But I enjoyed this interview. Super chill. Frankie does seem like he's in a good place and he's got a busy schedule coming up and we've got a Malcolm in the Middle reunion. Comment below if you're a Malcolm in the Middle fan. Like I said, I wasn't at the time, but I feel like I could try to get back into it. I do like sitcoms, but I'm just weird about certain humor.
There is a lot of boy humor because obviously she has 4 sons. I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. We're terrible with names, but basically the show is like there's 4 sons and Malcolm's in the middle. So it's a lot of like definitely boy humor for some of it, I would say. And definitely very 2000s humor. I love that Bryan Cranston was pushing for it because there's a majority of people out there who only know him from Breaking Bad. So I feel like if you only know him from that, go and watch Malcolm in the Middle because it's like it's not even the same person.
It's not. I was just going to say, I feel like it's going to be so weird seeing Heisenberg back in that Malcolm in the Middle role.
Yes.
But he's so talented.
Range. He has range, okay? I would compare it to like maybe like Modern Family, like the dad Phil. Maybe people know that show. Like the younger generation might know that show more. Like I would say they're very similar.
It's a fair comparison. But let us know what you thought about this interview with Frankie Muniz, and have you seen his new video Renner? Because we might check this out and maybe do a commentary on it.
I'm down. If we like the movie. We're gonna watch the movie first, but yeah, we'll think about it. And maybe we'll do commentary on the reboot of Malcolm in the Middle. Besides Bryan Cranston, I haven't seen any of the other actors that played the brothers in anything. And this is like the first movie I've seen Frankie in a while. Well, obviously he's been race car driving, so he's been busy. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Please come back next time or go watch plenty of our other videos we have on this channel if you haven't done so already. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and do all the things to support us because we're your fave sisters.
Yes, and let us know what millennial we should check on. Well, it doesn't have to be a millennial, but who should we check on next?
What icon should these millennials check on next?
From the 90s to 2000s. Yes. You guys are getting it now? You getting it?
Maybe like 2005 we'll give them up to. Right? When did 18 Cody Banks come out? Was that 2004?
Say that's probably like 2004, 2005. No, we'll give them till 2009.
It ain't 2009 no more. Oh, man. And wait, let's see. 2003. Okay. 2009, right before the 2010.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up for real now. Bye, guys.
You want me to
Wait,
say that?
I'm talking to them.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were talking to me.
Over, it's done. We're finished. Finito. All right.
I didn't.
Thank you for watching the Sheehan Sisters channel. Bye. Oh my god, and we draw out that S. Remember the S that everyone would draw?